Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love, to Astro Fenixx, flying into the moment yet again, and radiating love as always. And welcome, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising, or for anybody who just wants to hang out with the Aries tribe, the Valkryie of the Zodiac. Welcome to your August 2019 report. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Hope that this gives you some clarity. And Aries, we have a powerful, powerful month ahead for you, for all the signs. But we do have quite a bit of fiery energy right now that we have the Sun in Leo for a good bit of this month. Mercury's going to come into Leo soon. We have Venus here. We have Mars here. We had a new moon in Leo too, your 5th house. Definitely going to be very powerful for you to tap into your heart space, to really express your joys and your passion, and to really be a warrior for love, which is what you do. We have some cards right here for you all. I'm going to be drawing for you all 5 tarot cards as well as 2 oracle cards to complement them. And let's go ahead and get started. I've already shuffled the deck here, so let's go ahead and pull out our tarot cards for your reading. Very nice, very nice. All right, guys. So, for your first oracle card, we actually have the card of Earth. We have the card of Earth. Hopefully that actually you guys can actually see that, and it's actually clear. But we have the card of Earth. And this is very interesting. You know, we don't typically, or at least you don't really see in a lot of charts, the Earth being tracked in astrology. But there is such a thing as an Earth sign. In fact, Earth is actually ruled by Taurus energy, which is your 2nd house. And Earth is usually, or where it is that it's opposite of the Sun. So now that we have the Sun in Leo, we have Earth in Aquarius, which for you is the 11th house. This is the house of when you communicate with large groups of people, the internet, this is social media, this electricity energy, this innovative, rebellious kind of quality. This is going to be interesting for you because since we don't really have any energies in Aquarius right now, we will actually have a full moon in Aquarius at around 22 degrees. And that's going to be very positive because this is going to be the day where Mercury actually comes out of shadow. It'll finally move to 5 degrees of Leo, which is going to give about some beautiful clarity when it comes for your visions, as far as your joys, your passions, romance, creativity. And this full moon, of course, will be conjunct the Earth. So this will be another interesting moment because when this happens, the Sun and Venus will be conjunct in Leo at 22 degrees. So not only is, the Sun and Moon obviously involved in this dance, but Venus and Earth are involved in this dance. And they very much so act like sisters. So this Earth quality is really going to be asking you to really ground yourself in what you truly find is valuable, especially when it comes to dealing with other people, especially when it comes to expressing your creative, unique, genius ideas. Aries, you're one of the signs of the Zodiac that they try and kill off because you are this warrior-like energy, this initiation spark. In many ways, you are involved with the ego. And as you can see clearly within the spiritual self-help community, the ego gets a bad rap. And really, that's just the weird thing about it because we like to deflect responsibility on why certain things happen in our life, especially negative, to these other entities. It was the devil or these other bad spirits. Now it's the ego. Now the ego's at fault for everything. But you, Aries, you understand that there's more to this than meets the eye. Let's see what else is happening for you in your cards, though. For your first card, we do have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords denotes some type of hesitation to move forward. Some hesitation when we are presented with an opportunity. This feeling of being paralyzed or stuck. Let's see what the other cards have to say surrounding this energy to kind of give you a better idea. Your second card, we actually have the card of Death in reverse. So really what is stuck within your being is something that has already passed, but you may be harboring onto it. This could be This could be a various number of things. Maybe there was a passion or hobby that you wanted to turn into a career and it didn't quite pan out, but this maybe happened several months ago or maybe several years ago. But maybe there's some sort of revisitation to this. Or this could be a past relationship that didn't quite work out, past romantic relationship. And the fact of the matter is that what's over is over. So really, you already have gone through the transformation. I don't really see August as a month where something is going to die off in your life, in your reality, but more so there's this sort of pondering on it, which is probably why you're feeling paralyzed, because you probably are feeling inspired to go for it again. Let's see what else we have though. We have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords, what's beautiful about this, the way I have it laid out, is that she's looking away. She's like looking towards the future. she has this vision, and she's moving forward, and she's traveling to it. The Six of Swords is saying to leave the past in the past and to embrace the present moment. Your other card here is that we have the card of Judgment. So there's definitely this play here where there is this sort of paralysis. There is this sort of like, oh, but that didn't work out before, that didn't work out before. And the reason why you're probably going through this is that this is probably all a mental game. We did have this intense Mercury retrograde. It is finally direct. It retrograded from 4 degrees of Leo back to 23 degrees of Cancer. We have to remember that the North Node is in Cancer, and we had this major new moon solar eclipse that happened in Cancer as well. So when we have Mercury, the planet of communication in our mind, going retrograde, and such intense feeling signs of Leo and Cancer, for you, this is your 4th and your 5th house. You have had intense thoughts that have triggered intense emotions when it comes to your passions, your joys, your creativity, and then, of course, your family. So you have been kind of mentally looking at the past, looking at your upbringing, your childhood, your family, your sense of comfort, your home, and how it has affected you in actually feeling supported by the universal divine source. And what's amazing here, though, is that we do have the Four of Wands as your overall tarot card, which this does speak to this unification of hearts. This speaks to this idea of celebration, in that the past is the past. The past is over, and while there may be some hurts there and some traumas, we do have to remember, Aries, you have to remember you do have Chiron in your sign. This is actually reawakening your inner warrior, because Chiron is this wounded warrior shot by an arrow and lost his immortality. But what it does speak to is that even though we may lose something, it is through that loss that often great amounts of clarity and wisdom can shine through. And with you getting the Four of Wands, there is actually the celebration, because it's like you're leaving behind this old you, this husk, this shell of who you were. And it might have made a good home. This shell might have made a great home for a while, but it is no longer needed. It is no longer necessary. That does not mean that we can't appreciate where we come from and what happened before, but there's an intense sense of gratitude coming up, because there's this unification. Really what I'm feeling is that there's this sort of soul resonance between your present self and your past self. And when that soul resonance comes together, they're able to meet, understand each other, and then evolve and move forward, thus creating for yourself a wonderful future, really. And then your final card that we actually have, we have the Sacral Chakra Oracle card, which reads, the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulate our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life. This reading is really saying that August is going to be a month for you where you can literally make manifest your joys. You can literally make these things happen and actually have them come up in your reality. And really what you want to kind of turn away from are all of these ideas and notions from your past self, from people that you are communicating with, maybe people that you work with, your family, the world at large. To turn away from all of that, to detach from that a bit and be like, you know what? I am the hero. I am the hero of my story. I am a warrior, and I will not give up, because there is so much more to me than meets the eye, so much more to me than can really be expressed through this limited human experience, but at the same time, we are still given an opportunity to express this joy in the greatest way that we can. So you are exactly where you need to be, Aries, right now. I really wouldn't worry. The past is the past, and it's time for the new you to shine. That is it for your reading. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to this video. I would really appreciate that. Hit that bell to receive all the notifications I put out on this channel. And if you would like a personal reading with me, beloved, you can follow the link in the description below to astrofenixx.com. And as always, my beautiful brothers and sisters, always remember to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.